It's Kevin with Northwest Green Clearing. It is a cool 28 degrees here in Olympia, and we are actually at a place where I think this is our 7th different time at this property. You see this field here, it used to just be fir trees. They've converted it, well, really they took it all down because this whole property was in a bowl, and over the course of time, every time they do a layer of grading, they're pulling up roots, stumps. So usually when we come out here, there's a big mountain of stumps that they want mulched up. And this is gonna be her last go around for the mulching. Over here, she had a pile of stumps right there. You can see Eric working on another pile, but incorporated with it with all the dozing, there was big rocks, there was chunks of concrete and whatnot. So he's getting all the stuff separated so he can just focus on mulch and mulching the stumps and not damaging any of the teeth on the concrete or anything. And then over here, she had a lot of trees hauled out. She's had a couple loads just this last go around, but this tree, we just rolled it over, but there was like a pipe going through this side, and then there's some weird rods going in over here with some wires in there. Years and years ago, the previous homeowner had hung some lights up there and just can't get that stuff out. She says that she's gone through 4 different chains on her chainsaw, so she said it's not worth to buck up and make firewood out of it. You know, she just keeps damaging her chainsaw. So we rolled it on that side with the pipes and everything heading down, because by the time we get everything mulched, it'll be the last thing, and it's not gonna hurt the mulcher head. I mean, it's pretty thin wooled pipe, so it's not going to do any damage to our machine, but for a chainsaw, you just ruin the blades as soon as you put it in. So that's our primary goal, is we're just going to get these slash piles mulched up, get this log mulched up, some of these rounds that are just too big for her log splitter. And then when we're done, we've previously mulched here a few years back, but with all the other projects that they had going on, they didn't really get anything planted back there, so you got a lot of vine maple and everything coming back. So once we're done with the slash piles, we're going to go through and kind of groom that stuff up, and then she's going to throw some clover down, I think, get some nice ground cover, not very much maintenance. But yeah, she's got some blueberry plants back there, so they're just trying to get their little farm out here established. So we'll keep mulching on and get some good footage in the process. This is why we're spreading this pile out, and big rocks, retaining wall, bricks, a big old chunk of concrete right here. Yeah, if we go through that with the knives, we'll just destroy them in no time. So it's good to get the stuff spread out. you know, I'm always talking about the right tool for the job, and you know, that big tree over there, that gyro track we have, would just blast right through that. But with this job being the size that it is, you know, it's not going to take too terribly long to do it with the skid steer. And that gyro track has knives. That's the only kind of teeth that go on it. Whereas our FAE head that goes, and it's sitting right over there, we got carbide teeth and we can put knives on it. And so what I had Eric do this morning was just put knives on the center, just the same width of that tree. You know, we don't have to put 40 knives on that head. We could put, you know, 10, 15 knives on there, just enough, because as soon as he gets done with that and he starts doing it, you can see all these rocks on the ground. Well, that's what he's going to be going over there. So yeah, it would be nice to just go through that in probably 5-10 minutes with a gyro track. But right after that, then that machine, all the teeth would just be gone. So the right tool for the job. And today it's going to be the Cat T99 with the FAE head. So I came back to check up on Eric, and this over here is where the stump slash piles were. And you can see he spread this out really nice, and once he got all the wood mulched up, he then went into the dirt and kind of mixed it all together like she liked. So usable again, but you can see here, this is why we brought the grapple rig, because I saw lots of blocks like this in there. We definitely didn't want to hit those with the knives first thing this morning. And check up on the log over here. He he said that he went right through that pipe and it wasn't an issue, but I wonder if you can see any of it out there. Actually, some of these low spots here, they were frozen this morning, so I didn't realize, but it was getting pretty mucky there. She said it was actually in the past been mucky where they put these slash piles, and also where she planted these fruit trees. And over here, oh, I see a chunk of pipe right here. So that fine mulch right there, that comes from having those mulching knives on there. That's what makes it nice and small. That will decompose nicely, and she actually use it for spreading around. These chickens will root through that, I'm sure. see he's already put a pretty big dent in all the underbrush over here. It almost looks like he's wrapped up. I see a little bit over here that he still needs to do. Going along this fence line cleaned up, and there's this big tree that was engulfed by blackberries and everything, so he brought the grapple rake out here, moved that log, put it over there next to the log splitter for them, and then cleaned up. I think there's a few hollies in here, blackberries. Good now. Yeah, this morning when I was here, this is about as close as I could stand to that fence over there. This is all logs and brush and everything, so that's all nice and open now. Single tooth carbine. Oh, nice. Oh yeah. They definitely been tilling rocks.
Yeah. Still rips.
Yeah, oh yeah. I gotta give you credit where credit is due. A lot of people don't realize to get this close to fence around trees and the base without hitting the trunk of the tree or pulling off fence posts or anything like that. I mean, that comes from hundreds and several thousands hours of operating to do it that fast and efficiently.
I think that perimeter is cleaning up really nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just walked that whole perimeter over there, and heck, they've got another 20 feet on that fence line over there now.
Yeah. It's almost that the last little bit of that root off of that guy there, so at least have decent wood to work with for.
Oh yeah, I can see that it's even hollow on that end.
That part was pretty nasty, but we'll just keep kind of following that down.
Yeah.
Where we can squeeze in there along the fence line, and other than some little underbrush and blackberries, I think we're going to be pretty good for the day.
Yeah.
So I think we've already kind of gone above and beyond the expectation.
Oh yeah.
We've got time to spare, so that's exciting.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, well, I'll get out of your way so I'm not catching rocks. All right, well, Tegan's almost wrapped up. I'm not going to stick around to watch him finish up. He's only got about half an hour here left, but he's only got this little area to do now. And it's not even as thick as the stuff over here, which this is very light debris, but you can see over here I'll open it up into the woods. So she's gonna go out there, and we're getting some cold snaps still. Like this morning, it's 28 degrees, but here real shortly she's gonna throw out some seed. So I'll come back, be nice and green, and it's pretty leveled out there for them now. So not a bad little Friday. All right, well, thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next job.